Taking a look at what's up on the web now. A few months ago, we shared with you details on a local competition where participants were challenged to create their own app. Now we are meeting the winners of the AT&T Western New York Civic App Challenge. We have Carl Newell in studio today, also Sarah Quintal. Carl, you designed an app. You were the grand prize winner here. Your app is called Western New York Family Connection. And Sarah, yours is called, it's kind of hard to pronounce, Rentegrity? Rentegrity. And that has to deal with people who are looking to rent properties. Carl, let's start with you. Where did you get the idea for this app? Was it existing already?
So it's a brand new app, and AT&T with the other partners of the event had a symposium at the end of September where they had open data, and they had a bunch of community organizations that came and they presented problems they were having, and we used what they presented and kind of mashed it together and came up with the app.
So we're seeing it right now on the screen. It looks like you can say what you're searching for, and then little icons pop up and say there's a school near you, there's a hospital near you, anything that a family would need to have a certain level of quality of life.
Correct. So it's based on your GPS location, and it pulls up different schools, daycare centers, support groups, recreation sites that are around you, and different types of data is supplied based on that. So with the schools, we have some information on graduation rates. Daycare centers, we have information based on number of violations that have been recorded with the state, and then hours of operation, contact information, and it's all on there and it's easy to access.
Who's your target audience for this app?
So the target audience would be people moving to the area, or even people that are just trying to find a new either daycare center, or they're looking to move from, say, Amherst to the city, or city to Amherst, or vice versa, to see what the schools are like in that area, what's around there. And
why did you think there was a need for it?
Well, the need came from hearing what the different community organizations had and what their problems were. Getting the data out there presented to people at an easy forum to access it.
So you won a $10,000 grand prize. Sarah, you won a $3,000 grand prize for yours. Tell us a little bit about what Rentegrity does.
So the idea of Rentegrity is that anybody who's a renter should have some easy access to information about properties or potential property owners, so that they can make real informed decisions about where to spend their money, what community to invest in.
And why do you think that people should download this app? Or go to the mobile website?
Any decision that you make where you're going to be spending thousands of dollars a year, you should have some opportunity to get background information. It's just more responsible. So it makes sense that if you're looking at different rental properties, you can go to this site and just double check to see if there's been housing violations associated with it, or 311 complaints, or just to learn a little bit more before you make that decision.
Each of these apps sound like they required a lot of background research on both of your parts. What was the process like of building the app, if you want to start, Carl?
So for us,
how did you gather that information?
So the process for us was a lot of the data was supplied coming out of the Open Data Symposium that was hosted at the end of September. So we took that data and looked for trends in it, looked to see where we could present it in a form that would be easily accessible. So a lot of the other data came from the state. There's a pretty good opendata.New York is where you can get a lot of data.
Hard to do all that, though, to look through all those things.
Yeah, it is. It takes some time, but it's fun to do. It's interesting. It's like a hobby, so it's enjoyable.
How about you, Sarah? A lot of time, a lot of research there.
It was a lot of research to find out what was open and available. There's still a long way to go to get more information that will provide easy access to rental information and housing data, but we did pull from the City of Buffalo, from Housing Court, and we worked significantly with Project Slumlord to get information from 311 calls and just general complaints about potential property owners.
All right, well, it sounds like you both worked really hard. They both took home prizes in the AT&T Civic Connection App Challenge. You can download each of their apps now. Yours is called Western New York Family Connection, and Sarah, yours is actually just a mobile site, so you don't even have to download anything to your phone. You can just go to rentegrity.com, and it's there.
Rentegrity.org.
All right, thanks so much. Congratulations to each of you on winning that prize. We appreciate your time this morning.